Hello, what's up guys? Amine from Peso Smart PH here. Welcome sa panibagong episode. Shoutout din sa mga podcast listeners natin. I appreciate you all. Today, i-discuss natin if you should invest in REITs o yung Real Estate Investment Trust. First off, ano nga ba yung REITs? So, a Real Estate Investment Trust or REIT is a company that owns, operates, or finances income-producing properties. So, kumbaga, isa siyang entity and nag-exist siya para like mongolekta or mangalap ng mga properties na pwedeng pagkakitaan. And then, REITs generate a steady income stream for investors but offer little in the way of capital appreciation. So, pwede mo siyang ihalin tulad, I would say, sa preferred stocks. Nagbibigay siya ng consistent na revenue stream sa'yo. However, yung capital appreciation niya is almost next to none. And then most REITs are publicly traded like stocks, which makes them highly liquid, unlike physical real estate investments. So, kumbaga madali siyang ibenta and madali siyang i-convert sa pera kung kailangan mo na siya in the future. Pero syempre, mas okay if like i-hold mo siya for a long time as long as it exists. Kasi consistent yung cash flow na ibibigay niya sa'yo and consistent yung dividends na ibabayad niya sa'yo. And then REITs invest in most real estate property types. So marami yan. Including apartment buildings, cell towers, data centers, hotels, medical facilities, offices, retail centers, and warehouses. Kumbaga para din siyang similar sa mutual funds. Ang kaibahan lang nito is mga properties naman itong hinahandle nitong REITs na to. And I think it's a bit better compared to mutual funds. Kasi yung stocks naman, you can invest on your own. Pagdating sa real estate, medyo malaki yung capital requirement before ka makapasok sa ganitong type ng investment. So, yung REITs would help you get into this kind of investment with like small capital lang sa simula. And yeah, syempre pagka yung dividends is nabayad na sa'yo, reinvest mo lang na reinvest doon. Okay, so ayun nga, it's modeled after mutual funds. REITs pool the capital of numerous investors, so marami yan. Magsimula ng IPO, we'll get into that later on. This makes it possible for individual investors to earn dividends from real estate investments without having to buy, manage, or finance any properties themselves. Ayan, tapos ito, meron tayong REIT Act of 2009. So, matagal na siyang na-enact, yung RA number 9856, 2009 pa. And ngayon lang magkakaroon ng unang IPO, yung pinakaunang company na mag-IPO for this type of investment vehicle. So, kumbaga, almost 11 years in the making to. Itong resource na to is nasa description naman sa baba. So, kung gusto mong basahin in full, itong RA 9856, check out mo lang yung link. Masyado kasi siya mahaba if i-discuss natin siya dito. Okay, moving on. Ito, balitang-balita na to in the last few months and last few weeks din. So, itong article from Doris Dumlao Abadilla na Inquirer.net na-publish to noong July 11. Sabi niya, SEC approves first ever listing of a REIT company. So, recently nga lang na-approve ito. And then, sa Ayala Land Incorporated, yung naka-obtain ng approval from the SEC to bring public hands the country's very first real estate investment trust or REIT that will raise as much as 15.1 billion in fresh capital for more local real estate ventures. And then yung net proceeds naman nung REIT, yun yung tawag dun sa company na nabuo nga yung firm ni Ayala Land. And then within the year, mag-invest sila sa mga projects and infrastructures. And yeah, syempre nire-require kasi yun nung current regulation, kaya nila yun gagawin. On the other hand, net proceeds from the primary offer will be used by AREIT for the expansion of its building portfolio through the acquisition of a fourth building, Teleperformance Cebu, excluding the land from a subsidiary of the sponsor or an alternative property from the sponsor or any of its subsidiaries or affiliates. And yung offer period nga is magsa-start na today until August 3. So, kung gumagamit yan ng BPI Trade, nasa subscriptions tab lang yan. And I think ganun lang din naman yun. May subscriptions tab din sa ibang online stockbrokers. So, check out nyo lang yun if hindi kayo naka BPI Trade. And then, as an asset class, ito yung maganda dito eh. Yung REITs are required to declare dividends of at least 90% of its distributable income. So, di ba kung naalala nyo, may mga discussion tayo before sa mga luma kong videos, sa mga previous kong videos. Pinapakita ko sa inyo yung average payout ratio ng mga company sa dividends nila. So, karamihan, yun nga, nagustuhan ko na yung company if like 50% or 60% yung ibinabalik nila sa mga shareholders nila pag nagbibigay sila ng dividends. Dito, required sila at least requirement yun, 90%. So, pwede siya maging 100%. So, ito, mabibigay tayo ng example. Hindi naman ganito din kalaki yung figure siguro nung kikitain ng REIT ni Ayala. But, yeah, gamitin na natin siyang example for now. So, ito yung kinita ni Ayala Land noong 2019. So, nasa 37.5 billion in thousands to eh. So, ita times 1,000 mo to. And then, yung outstanding shares nila is at 14.7 billion shares. So, kunin natin yung calcu. Nasaan na? Ayan. So, bale, mag-compute tayo. So, i-divide natin itong income nila dun sa outstanding shares. 216,589,30. Then, it times mo yun sa 0.9 para maging 90% kasi yun nga yung dinidistribute ng REIT at least on a yearly basis sa dividends sila. So, nasa 29.8 billion na. So, kung i-divide mo yan sa 14,715,550,101, nasa 2.03 yung magiging figure natin. Oh, wait. I think didn't made that. Okay, nagkamali ako. Ito yung tinitingnan ko. Dapat ito. 37 dapat. 031,000. Tama na ba? I think mali ulit. 37,515,031,000 times 0.9 divided by the outstanding shares 14,715,550,101. Ayan, ito yung bibigay nilang dividend sa'yo on a yearly basis kung nasa 37 billion yung kinita nila and around 33 billion yung pwede nilang ibigay as dividends kasi yun yung 90%. So, 2.29 per share. Eh, ano ba yung price per share nitong si Ayala Land? Nasa 32.50. So, i-divide mo lang yan. So, 32.50 yung dividend na binigay nila. So, nasa 7%. Okay na rin, di ba? Malaki na rin. And, syempre, I think mas mababa dito ng konti yung ibibigay nitong REIT. But, I think hindi naman siya bababa masyado. Siguro maglaro siya at around 5 or 4% and that's pretty respectable na. So, ito. Since na-mention na rin natin distributable income, define na rin natin siya. So, this means net income as adjusted for unrealized gains and losses or expenses and impairment losses and other items in accordance with internationally accepted accounting standards. Distributable income excludes proceeds from the sale of the REIT's assets that are invested in the REIT within 1 year from the date of sale. So, magbigay tayo ng example dito. So, sabihin natin na bumili ka ng isang property for around 1 million and then after sabihin natin 5 years, nag-decide yung kumbaga fund manager or yung REIT manager to sell that particular property for around 1.5 million pesos. So, di ba kumita ka na doon ng 5 million yung REIT na yun. But kung nire-invest yun ni fund manager or ni REIT manager back to the REIT like pool of properties, hindi na siya like magiging classified as distributable income. So, kumbaga, nag-reinvest ka dun sa pool mo ng REIT properties, and dapat yun within 1 year. If lumampas siya as 1 year, hindi na siya qualified para ma-exclude sa distributable income niya. So, I hope that makes sense. And then, to encourage participation of local small investors, as with other IPOs, a REIT's offering will have a local small investor tranche, or maybe tranche, I don't know how to pronounce that, but whatever, wherein 10% of the offered shares will be allocated to small investors. So, good news to para sa atin, diba? Lalo na kung nagsisimula ka pa lang, may engganyo ka talagang mag-invest sa ganitong asset class. Kasi, kumbaga, hindi lang siya para sa mayayaman, di ba? So, may mga pera na and mga liquid na tao na. So, maganda rin siyang panimula. And then, ayun nga, yung first real estate trust fund REIT in the country, Ayala Land Incorporated. A REIT has priced its initial public offering at 27 pesos per share. I think okay naman yung price, ni siya ganun kababa, hindi rin siya ganun kamahal. A level seen to attract yield-seeking investors in this period of record low interest rates. And nag-poll nga pala yung Inquirer, and yung expected dividend rate daw, according to that poll, is around 5.1% to as high as 5.9% per annum from a REIT. So that's good, in my opinion. Kasi nga kanina yung example natin is around 7%, and yung prediction ko is like 4 or 5%. So ganun din naman yung results ng poll ni Inquirer. So, yeah, that's good to know. And then to date, a REIT's portfolio consists of 5 buildings in 3 projects, totaling 153,000 square meters of gross leasable area. The REIT does not own the land on which these buildings stand, so nililis lang nila yun. The biggest of the assets infused into a REIT is Ayala North Exchange, kung familiar kayo, which has 2 office towers atop a 3-story retail podium and a collection of 293 serviced apartment units branded as Seda Residences Makati. And ito, yung naka-indicate sa PDF file nila, sa offer sheet. So, yung proceeds, yung kumbaga makukuha nila dito sa IPO na to, is mapupunta sa pag-fund ng acquisition nila ng Teleperformance Cebu from APRC. And yeah, wholly owned subsidiary yun ni Ayala Land. Tapos ito, kung naka-BPI trade ka nga, I believe na sobrang familiar na to itong interface na to sa'yo. But, pakita ko pa rin. So, yan, main page lang, home page. So, click mo lang tong subscriptions tab. Pag na-click mo na yan, mapupunta ka dito. Ayan, ito na yung second part. And then, okay, wait, mali. Ayan, click mo lang itong view. Ayan. After that, makikita mo to. Ito, basahin nyo na lang. Parang formality lang naman yan. Terms and conditions and whatnot. Pretty routine stuff. And then, ito na. Pipili ka na kung mag-a-avail ka ba or hindi ka mag-a-avail. So, yun lang yun. Naglagay lang ako ng example dito. Like 500 shares yung bibiling ko, for example. And then, yan, nasa 13,500 lang yung kailangan ko ilabas. I think, I'm not sure if madadagdagan pa to like ng taxes or whatever. But, siguro kung magpa-fund ka, tas ito yung target mo, like magsobra ka na ng siguro 100 to 200 pesos just to cover like taxes and other fees para sigurado ka. But kanina actually naglagay na ako ng 100 lang parang panimula lang kasi medyo bumabagsak din yung stocks this week, like nasa 5.9k tayo nag-start yung PSEI. So bumili din ako ng ibang stocks, nag-place ako ng order. So, 100 lang yung nalagay ko dito. But yeah, originally 500 talaga yung gusto kong bilhin. And siguro magdadagdag na lang ako kapag natitrade na siya sa actual na stock market. Kasi mangyari naman yun And siguro baka bumababa yung prices. So, ayun, mas maganda pa rin. However, kung like meron kang capital ngayon and gusto mo ng sort of like safe investment, you can probably invest in REITs. Siguro para sa yun, lalo na kung ayaw mong, kung wala kang like stomach for huge risk buying yung mga stocks na volatile, katulad ng mga Cebu Pacific, ABS-CBN, di ba? Mga bumabagsak na stocks and currently hindi masyado kumikita. Like example nga yung Cebu Pacific, sa 1 billion yung losses nila the first quarter of 2020 and medyo matagal sila bago makarecover. But you know, if wala ka namang paggagamitan ng pera and talagang desidido ka mag-invest, then you can risk it. However, ayun nga, yung topic natin is REIT. So I think yeah, it's a good investment and maganda siyang entry level investment sa mga baguhan and sa mga ayaw mag-risk sa stocks na sobrang volatile nga. Yung REIT is parang preferred shares, preferred stocks. Hindi masyado nagpa-fluctuate yung prices nila that much. Pero syempre, bumababa siya and tumataas pa rin. But hindi sobrang crazy. Yun, that's it for this episode. Silipin natin yung mga sources for today's video. Andyan lahat. And as always, yung mga link naman yan is nasa description sa baba. So if you want to check these out, click nyo lang yung mga links sa baba. Then, meron tayong quote from Warren Buffett. Sabi niya dito, a public opinion poll is no substitute for thought. End na natin yung episode here. Sana may natutunan kayo. And if you made it at the end of this video, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up and share nyo na rin if natripan nyo tong episode na to. Subscribe na rin kayo and ring the notification bell para wala kayo ma-miss out na content ko. I upload 2 new videos every single week and don't want to miss them. Thanks for watching everyone. Stay safe and always remember, be Peso smart.